Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new segment from Indicio we are calling Digital Identity News in 5. My name is Tim Spring, and I am about to attempt to inform you of some of the interesting breakthroughs and happenings in the digital identity space in the next 5 minutes. All articles will be linked in the description in case you'd like to read more. Without further ado, let's jump right in. The nation of Fiji, in June of last year, their country's cabinet approved the project to begin working on establishing a digital identity system, the first phase of which will include a digital Know Your Customer system for the Reserve Bank of Fiji. This is a huge deal. As Indicio has discussed in the past, large financial institutions and banks can spend tens of millions of dollars annually on KYC. And when onboarding new clients, the process can take anywhere from a few days to 150 for really complex corporate customers. For much of this work, a lot of the time is spent gathering and inputting data across multiple systems, and that can happen manually. So a good digital identity system can really streamline this down and save a lot of time and money. So streamlining customer onboarding and verification for digital identities is a huge step forward, and we definitely look forward to seeing what comes next out of Fiji. Arkansas has become the latest state to introduce digital identification and digital driver's licenses. The Mobile ID Verify app is available to any business or law enforcement organization that can be used to confirm an individual with an Arkansas mobile ID. The Department of Finance and Administration officials do want to stress that, according to the law, Arkansas citizens still have to carry their physical ID card. So while this is a great step towards digitalization, it is still required to have that fallback and that physical proof at the current moment. So some great news out of Arkansas for MDL and digital identity enthusiasts, and hopefully those citizens of that state will get to use that to the full extent. We look forward to seeing what comes from that soon. Insider Monkey, which is a hedge fund outlet that typically discusses financial and banking topics, recently put out an article on how financial institutions are adapting to digital identity in banking. What was most interesting to us is they called out a variety of benefits, including enhanced security, improved customer experiences, and cost savings. The improved customer experiences allowed customers to remotely onboard with electronic KYC solutions and expanded the bank's market reach. And it also facilitated faster payments, loans, and wealth management services, which Indicio has seen as well in some of the banking customers that we've been speaking with. Some of the challenges that they've encountered have been fragmented approaches. So, for example, a lot of proprietary digital identity platforms lead to compatibility issues because of a lack of standardization between banks and the third parties and all the applications everyone is using. They've seen some low consumer awareness and a hesitancy towards adoption because a lot of consumers are very wary of sharing personal data online due to privacy and security concerns, and it is definitely hampering some of the adoption of these new services. And there's a cost and complexity. So, right, when integrating these new services into existing legacy IT systems, sometimes it can require a high investment and it can be very complex. Sometimes you're dealing with older systems, and basically, that pain of actually getting everything upgraded and working together correctly has definitely been a challenge for a lot of financial institutions. If you're experiencing some of these challenges, we do encourage you to take a look at Indicio's solution, Indicio Proven, which is a simple, complete solution to create a decentralized digital identity, and it can integrate into existing systems very easily. That's what it's built to do. Typically, we can get your team up and running in less than 48 hours, depending on the exact specifications that you want. Our last story today is about Agentic AI, which holds a gigantic potential to improve ID verification, and it also requires us to improve ID verification. AI agents, for those unaware, are a use case for AI where instead of asking it to just answer a prompt, for example, write this essay for me, you can ask it to do a bit more of a task. So, for example, going shopping, administrative work, something along those lines. The global market for Agentic AI is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of about 43% and hit about $200 billion in valuation by 2034. To use these agents safely and to experience that growth, we do need to add a way to have some guardrails on it to be able to identify who's AI, who's an actual person, tell the difference between them and the users they represent. This article goes into detail of a bit of a solution, which consists of a way to have access controls on it, dynamic policy and consent enforcement, and a system to create an audit trail so you can tell exactly what the AI has been up to and what's been happening with that agent. AI has been a hot topic in the tech space for the last few years, but the addition of these powerful new agents for even bigger tasks has come a bit more recently. Indicio VP of Communications Trevor Butterworth actually also wrote an article on this topic, specifically about how the EU specifications for digital identity will help manage compliance, and he goes into detail a bit more about what you need to know about Agentic AI, as well as how the EU plans to handle it, and he goes in a bit more in depth on the EU Artificial Intelligence Act of 2024, which came out recently as well. That's some of the most interesting articles that our team found this week. If we missed some news that you think the community needs to know about, please be sure to let us know and link it down in the comments below so the community can read it. Thank you all for watching.